Yo, what is up guys? Smoothie here, bringing you a Modern Warfare 3 commentary, playing a bit of domination, regular domination that is, on Dome, using the Uber Noob class setup yet again, MP7 with FMG9 akimboed. And this gameplay is kind of special, then in the other hand it's really not. I'm actually playing with Ronaldinho right here. This was during one of his live streams, and it was actually a pretty long time ago. It was like in early July, something like that. It was before I went to Europe, so it was like early July, I think. And I end up actually dropping a Moab, and so does some other kid in the lobby. Ron actually didn't end up doing that. And we actually ended up losing the match, which was kind of annoying, but pretty much the entire lobby was on 3 bars because I'm pretty sure Ron and most of the other people in the in the party were hosts, because he's playing with like 3 people from the live stream. 3 of them, except for me, were on the East Coast, and I was the only one on the West Coast, and apparently everyone had shitty connections except for me, so he decided to give me host, and I found a game. I was on a 4 bar, you know, it was perfectly fine for me, but everyone else was on a 3, so I think that factored into it. And then again, you know, if you lose a game and you get 2 Moabs, you really have to just kind of, you know, admit that your team was probably kill whoring a little bit. But yeah, so this is just kind of a interesting, unique gameplay that I had. I kind of wanted to show. It's like 67 and 14, you know, which definitely isn't the best considering that I'm running with a full party, or the fact that I'm using this type of douchey class setup. But I wanted to get it off my hard drive because it's pretty long gameplay, and I'm tired of looking at Modern Warfare 3 pretty much. Speaking of Modern Warfare 3, tired of, I actually am selling my Modern Warfare 3 on eBay because it's a piece of shit. And a quick tip: if you want extra money for your games, don't sell to GameStop. Just don't. Sell on eBay. It's very easy. For the most part, it's very secure. You know, you really can't go wrong with eBay. I mean, just make sure you accept PayPal, because if you run into legal trouble with PayPal, you can definitely take action because everything's documented and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a little bit of extra effort, but for one, you get more money, and for 2, you don't have to deal with douchebags at GameStop. So I'm selling my Modern Warfare 3 because I'm tired of it, and this is actually the first Call of Duty I've ever sold, which is definitely a feat. I probably would have sold my Modern Warfare 2 actually, but like right during winter break, my friend actually broke the disc. Well, it wasn't like broken, but there was like a crack in the middle and there was a big scratch on the back. So I can't really sell that, but I managed to get I rented a game for like a day, and I just installed it to my Xbox and brought it back. So I probably would have sold Modern Warfare 2, but that's besides the point. Modern Warfare 3 is the first COD I'm ever going to sell. So yeah, just a quick tip: don't go through GameStop. The only thing I would ever suggest buying from GameStop is a pre-ordered game where you get a good pre-order bonus, or if they have a good sale going on. Like I got used Dead Island for $20 at GameStop, which was a pretty good buy, and then I'm actually selling it on eBay. I actually sold it on eBay for like 15 bucks. So I pretty much got like a solid 10 to 12 hours of gameplay, had fun with my friend for 5 bucks, and that's a really good deal when you really think about it. I mean, a movie is like 20 bucks, and well, I don't really know. I don't pay for my movie tickets, but movies like 20 something bucks for like an hour and a half to 2 hours of entertainment. So yeah, pretty good deal. That's what I usually do. That's my plan. My game plan. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about today was winter games and stuff like that. So this winter this is probably the biggest biggest game release winter that I've ever experienced, because I haven't had an Xbox for like a super long time. Like I got an Xbox like 8th grade because I decided I wanted to get a Wii. I was always a kind of a Nintendo guy, because at my daycare when I was a kid we had Nintendo 64s, and I had a PS1 at my house, but our house ended up getting robbed, so I kind of wanted the new game system, and my friend had a GameCube and I liked that, so I got a GameCube. And then the Wii came out and I wanted the Wii, And really the only reason I was able to get a Wii was because I convinced my dad that it would be good for exercise, which obviously it's not. So we ended up gathering dust and stuff, so, and that, not to mention, it was kind of boring. So yeah, I've always kind of been a Nintendo guy, so I didn't really get an Xbox till late, and there really haven't been too many like super big release years up until now. I mean, this winter is just so packed. I mean, there's Borderlands 2, Halo 4, Resident Evil 6, Black Ops 2, like, I don't know, like some of the other games, like Assassin's Creed 3, I don't know when that's coming out, BioShock Infinite, I don't know when that's coming out either. Maybe, what else is there? There's, some other stuff, I don't know. And then, actually just today, I figured, I read that Xbox 360 is going to be getting an exclusive Medal of Honor Warfighter beta, so that's pretty cool. I wasn't actually planning on buying it for the Xbox 360 in the first place, but I will definitely play the beta as long as it's free, which I'm assuming it is. So expect a lot of gameplay. I don't know if I'm going to upload stuff like Borderlands 2 to my channel just because I just don't have the rendering power to do it. I mean, if I had the rendering power, if I had a good computer, I would do a Borderlands 2 playthrough in a heartbeat. Like, that game is so fun. But my laptop just can't handle it, and it's not worth my time, and it's not worth the stress I would put on my laptop. So yeah, that's pretty much why I'm not going to post Black Ops 2, or not Black Ops 2, what am I talking about? Borderlands 2. But yeah, expect Medal of Honor Warfighter, expect Black Ops 2, expect Halo 4, expect pretty much everything, more Battlefield 3, maybe a couple of Borderlands 2, like, clips or quest walkthroughs or stuff like Easter eggs. I might make an Easter egg episode because the amount of Easter eggs in that game is crazy. They overhauled that game. But yeah, actually my Vegas is lagging like a bitch. Let me change the settings. Alright, there we go. Maybe that'll make the gameplay less glitchy. But yeah, so those are just the games. It's gonna be a really busy winter, and it's kind of crazy. I heard Medal of Honor Warfighter beta is coming on like early October, something like that. But yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about was like kind of thoughts on Borderlands 2, and this commentary is actually going to be really long. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, I guess. Borderlands 2 is really good. I wouldn't say it's as good as Borderlands 1, but it's pretty close. The only really big complaint I have about it is the well, I actually have I have like two complaints, and the first complaint is that they really didn't do much to the game. The characters are pretty much identical. They have the turret guy. They changed up the siren a bit, which is good, I guess. I don't know, because the siren was horribly overpowered in Borderlands 1. Jesus Christ. And it's still really good. But the phase walk was just ridiculous. It was unreal. So yeah, they changed that up, and then they have the Gunzerker, which is cool, but really the characters are all kind of the same. They have the Assassin, which is pretty much like the Sniper from Borderlands 1. So they really didn't do much with the game. It's the same mechanics and stuff like that. They just didn't add too much new. It just kind of felt like they polished it up a little bit. So that's kind of my main complaint, and really the biggest complaint I have about the game is the way the leveling works, or the way the I don't even know what to call it, but like the areas work. Because in Borderlands 1, if you were level 50 and you wanted to go back to the starting area of the game because you needed to do a side quest or something, I don't know, you forgot to do a side quest and you wanted to do all the side quests, the creatures there would be level 50 or something like level 49, 50, or 51 or something like that. So if you wanted to go back there, you would match their level, and so the side quest wouldn't be wasted. But in Borderlands 2, if you try to do that, the creatures will be like level 3 or 2 or 1 or something like that. I mean, it's not cool. It kind of takes away from, kind of takes an RPG element out of the game, because one thing you usually do in RPGs is grind for levels and grind for loot. And in Borderlands 1, you could go back to a starting area that maybe had a loot chest, and you could grind out, grind out that area, and you can get some good loot that matched your character's level. but now you have to, in Borderlands 2, you have to go to a new area that matches your level just to grind. So that's kind of dumb. But other than that, Borderlands 2, it's fun. I like it. There are really not too many complaints about it. It's a very funny game. The people at Gearbox have a pretty good sense of humor. There are a lot of funny things in that game. I'm constantly laughing at Handsome Jack just because he's such a dick. But yeah, Borderlands 2 is fun. Definitely recommend getting it. I would actually recommend renting it just because I can't see it having too much replayability unless you want to play through all the characters. But yeah. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? The update, I guess. Update, I'm telling you guys, it's going to be kind of big. Just kind of. But it should be up and ready to go by Saturday. I'm going to do a video about it on Friday, probably. As long as I'm motivated, it should be able to get done. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm ending it actually kind of early. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyways. If you did, please leave a like. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Peace.